Hi, very good evening. I'm Vijay Jha and I welcome you to Gradeup's MBA Conclave 2021. How are you? This is going to be the fifth session of the conclave. We took an intro session, followed by that we had Imon Goswami, after that we had Chetan Bhagat, after that we had the great Shobhit Bhatnagar, and now here in this session we are going to talk about how to get into the top three IIMs, A, B, and C. The ABC of getting into the top IIMs. All right. And tomorrow also we are going to have 5 sessions. I'm sure you're on Gradeup community. There is absolutely nothing which is even parallel to or can be parallel to being active on our community. Not even this conclave. You have to be there very regularly. Coming back to the conclave, we have 5 back-to-back sessions in the evening tomorrow. At 5 o'clock, you have a session on profile building. At 6 o'clock, we are going to have a special guest, Mr. Mudgal. Mr. Mudgal is a principal consultant with BCG, Boston Consulting Group. Then at 7 o'clock, we have a super special guest, Mr. Sriharsha Majety, one of the co-founders of Swiggy. Before that, he was there at IIM Calcutta. All right. In fact, he was a year junior to Shobhit. And then we have another guest at 8 o'clock, and ultimately we have a panel discussion at 9 o'clock. All right. That is about the conclave. What now? Okay. This is IIM Ahmedabad. And what about this? No, this is not IEC. Now the second image which you got is not Imperial College of Engineering. This is IIM Bangalore, which is where the movie Three Idiots was shot. And this is IIM Calcutta. Okay, so these are the top 3 IIMs, definitely. All right, NIRF 2020 ranking of MBA institutes also puts these 3 institutes at the top 3 institutes of the country. All right, which of these 3 institutes do you want to be a part of? Tell me, where do you want to spend 2 years after CAT 2021? At Ahmedabad or Bangalore or Calcutta? Okay. Hi Gaurav, very good evening. Saundar, thank you. Mansi is asking why IIM fees are so high. Mansi, once you ensure admission in any of the IIMs within 30 minutes, you can get education loan from any of the nationalized banks and even some private banks as well. All right, so shouldn't be any of your worries. And even if you do very okay in those 2 years of MBA, I'm sure it's not going to be difficult for you to repay the loan. So why should you worry about the fees? You just have to worry about one thing, getting there. All right. Hi Kunal, very good evening. Very good evening everyone. Okay, so the moot question is that out of those 3 IIMs, where do you want to spend 2 years after CAT 2021? Do tell me. Kunal, Suvankar, Riya, Neha, Saundar, which IIM do you want to study at? All right. Who is this lady? Would I get some answers here? We can see a lady on the screen. Who is she? I want to get this answer from you. I want to get, okay, Nikhil is saying Ahmedabad. Mansi is still stuck at fees. Shaq is saying Joka. What he means is IIM Calcutta, because IIM Calcutta is in Joka suburb of Calcutta. All right. Suvankar is saying Deepa Karmakar. All right, Suvankar, it's not Deepa Karmakar. Mansi is also saying Deepa Karmakar. Any other answer? Any other answer? Kunal is saying probably PT Usha. It's PT Usha. It's PT Usha. All right. Let's look at another person. And who is this gent? Who is this Sardarji? Who is this Sardarji? Saundar. This Sardarji is certainly not PT Usha. Okay. Who is he? Saugata is saying Milkha. Okay. I take that many people are saying Milkha Singh. So not many people were able to recognize PT Usha, but almost everyone recognized Milkha Singh. Is that because of the movie Bhag Milkha Bhag? We have already got a biopic on Milkha Singh. All right, but we are yet to get a biopic on PT Usha in Hindi at least. I do not know if they have made any movie in Malayalam on her. Ideally, there should be. Okay, we should be absolutely proud of PT Usha. Okay, on Kapil Dev we are going to, or rather on India's 1983 World Cup victory, there would be a movie which would be released on 22nd of this month, 83, right? Okay, now they are sprinters, Milkha Singh as well as PT Usha, or rather, should I say they were sprinters, and undoubtedly they are Indians. Okay, is there anything else that is common to them? Can anyone tell me that other than these two things, is there anything else which is common to them? Do not come with some creative and funny answers that both of them have two eyes or two legs or whatever. Okay. So beyond they being Indian and sprinters, is there anything else that is common to them? Tell me and tell me fast. Okay. Kunal is saying both of them had the will to succeed. Okay, that is slightly vague and abstract, though I take that. Okay. Now, Alok is saying, Jayant, please refresh. Okay, that's not for me. Hi, Alok. Good evening. Steve is saying their struggles in early age. All right, Steve. Okay. Sandra is saying nowhere to somewhere. Okay, I'll tell you. There is one major thing which is common to both of them. Milkha Singh, Rome Olympics 1960. He had missed the bronze medal. That is podium finish. What do you call a podium finish? Any of the three medals, gold, silver, bronze? He had missed the bronze medal by 1/10 of a second. Milkha Singh ultimately could not get any Olympic medal. In 1960, he had come very close to this and he had missed it by 1/10 of a second. Would you believe this? Would you believe this? He had got rank 4. All right. And something similar happened with PT Usha in LA Olympics 1984. This was the LA Confidential. In fact, she has opened her mouth now. And in a recent interview, she talks about this also, that they did not even get proper food before any major event, right? All they had to eat, all they got to eat was khichdi, okay, and pickles. Okay, so Milkha Singh missed the bronze medal in 1960 Rome Olympics by 1/10 of a second, and PT Usha missed it in LA Olympics in 1984 by probably 1/100 of a second. Okay, she could have probably any of these two could have got a silver medal as well. All right, very good evening, Bhagwat. Very good evening. Okay, now let's look at some more figures. 241 and 1515. 241 and 1515. What comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? And why have I put these two figures along with Milkha Singh and PT Usha, after telling you that Milkha Singh and PT Usha, both of them, had missed the bronze medal in Olympics by a fraction of a second? Okay. Very good evening, Pavan. Good evening. The answer, please answer to this question. 241, 1515. What comes to your mind? Not getting any answers, not getting responses. So Vankar is saying both had 15 international medals. Okay, we have moved beyond that, Suvankar, that what is common to both of them. Now you tell me about 241 and 1515. Okay, about 15 you are saying both had 15 international medals. They must have got much more than 15, I'm sure. Okay, 241 and 241. 241 certainly cannot be the number of medals won by any of these two or even these two combined. Okay, any other answer? Not getting many answers. All right. World Cup, Cricket World Cup 2019 final. New Zealand and England played in that match, right? In 50 overs, New Zealand made 241 for 8. England also made 241, though they lost all their wickets. Then the match was extended by an over. Even in the extended over, England made 15, New Zealand also made 15. And then ultimately the World Cup final was decided on the basis of the number of boundaries, who hit more number of boundaries, right? It came that close. So the message is, when you compete for something big, you hardly have any margins for error. There is no stone which you can leave unturned. All right? Be it academics or sports or whatever area you might be interested in. When you compete for something big, you hardly have any margins for error. All right? Sobhan is saying the rub of the green went England's way. Okay. All right, Sobhan. Okay. Now, what do you think? Can you, think about what all Ken Williamson must have gone through that particular evening, okay, when the cap was, or the cup was being handed over to the English captain. All right. And Lance Klausner. How many of you are aware of Lance Klausner? Again, in the Cricket World Cup semi-final 1999, he just needed one run of the last 4 deliveries. Okay, he got run out. He still gets sleepless nights. That is the importance of even one run. No margins for error. That is the thing. All right. Shaq is saying chokers lost by 1 run. Was PT Usha also a choker? Okay. Was Milkha Singh also a choker? All right. So let's move to this. And please answer this. This is one of the last questions. I will win a silver medal in the Tokyo Olympics 2021. I'm sure all of you are aware of this. The Tokyo Olympic originally was supposed to take place in the year 2020, but because of COVID-19, now it's going to be held in 2021 at the same venue, Tokyo. Okay, so which famous athlete has declared that he would win a silver medal in the Tokyo Olympics 2021? Which famous athlete made this statement recently? Can you guess? Can you guess? Which famous athlete made this statement? Please type in your responses here. Please do type in your responses here. Sai Kiran is saying Vijender. Naveen is saying PV Sindhu. Okay. Any other answer? Sobhan is saying Duti Chand. Okay. All right. Sai Ganesh is saying Saina. Ritikesh is saying he doesn't know. Okay. Vijender in Kisan Andolan, Mansi is saying, okay, you think that anyone is as stupid, okay, that he or she would make a statement that they would get a silver medal? Everyone thinks gold. Everyone thinks gold. Everyone. Okay. No one can ever make this statement, or no one dreams for silver medal. There is this examination called Civil Services Examination, which is conducted by the Union Public Service Commission. All right. And Civil Services Examination conducted by Union Public Service Commission, the UPSC, has 24 different jobs. But people call that IAS examination colloquially. Why? Because IAS is the gold medal for people, which is why the examination is known as IAS examination, right? Similarly, whenever you think about any particular tournament, okay, or contest in sports, you never think about silver. You always target gold, isn't that? Isn't that? Now, please never forget this. You never win the silver, you always lose the gold. If that is the case, that you should have your eyes only on gold. In the context of the IIMs, okay, what constitutes, or what all institutes constitute gold? Tell me, and tell me fast. IIMs A, B, and C, isn't that? So when you think about appearing for CAT, I'm sure with due respect to all these new IIMs, you certainly do not think about IIM Jammu as your destination. I'm 100% sure you do not think about IIM Vizag as your destination, right? I'm 500% sure you do not think about even IIM Sirmaur as your destination. Many of you might not have even heard. Can you write down the places at which 20 different IIMs are located? A, B, C, and L, you will be able to write very fast. Maybe Indore, Kozhikode, Shillong, Ranchi. Beyond that, can you even name all the places where IIMs are situated? Certainly not, right? Okay. Saundar is saying, I'm Trichy. Is that where you would want to be, Saundar? Let's say you're getting a seat in IIM Lucknow and I'm Trichy. Where would you want to study? Lucknow